Hello, my name is Kaylin, and yesterday I stood outside a record store for 2 hours because it was record store day. If you don't know, record store day is a bunch of exclusive vinyls get released that most times are only available on that day. There's one in April and there's a Black Friday one, and it's just like a fun way to support indie record stores. This was my first time going, and I was like actually really nervous because I didn't know what to do, and like I was like, oh, everyone else is gonna be so much more experienced. I feel like I'm gonna get like yelled at or something. It was fine. It was a good time actually. So they post a list of what vinyls are gonna be available in like February, January, something like that. Then you can look at the list and see like which ones you want to get, you know. Just explaining the whole concept. So I'll start off with my list. I'm gonna go from like most important to like it'd be cool to have. Most important was the Taylor Swift Fortnite 7-inch. This had Fortnite and then like a remix of it, and it was a record store day exclusive, so you could only get it on record store day, or like if they don't sell it then they'd probably sell it after. Like if you want to get it for retail price, you could only get it on record store day, and you definitely should try to get them for retail price because holy, record store day resales are expensive. Most records have like a limited quantity. There's this many available. This one didn't have an amount, which I thought was really weird. Like, I don't know, it just didn't say how many were available, and I just thought that was really weird. So don't know how many there are available, but I assume it was a lot. And then at like an equal level with that was the Wicked soundtrack. This one was a bit of a problem causer. This was on a sparkly green and sparkly pink vinyl, and it was just so beautiful. It was limited to 2,000 copies. Like, what? Like, who decided that was a good idea? Like, Wicked was so huge and successful. It's like, why did we think that only 2,000 was okay? So I did not get that one because 2,000. I don't know if that was for like all of the US or like all over the world, because there's record store days in like other countries obviously. Either way, nowhere near enough. So yeah, did not get that one. They said that they got one copy. They said they asked for like 12. They got one, and it went to like the first people in line who got there so early. I swear they said like 8 the previous day, which is like whoa. Honestly, record store day was like really fun. Like I got there at like 9:20. I was gonna get there by 9, but I was late. And there was actually a pretty good line, and I was like, oh, didn't even know so many people lived in my town. It didn't open till 11, so just sat there for a little bit, and then you like came in and you went like around the whole store. So it was pretty organized. It was actually really, you like told them what you wanted. Like they had all the exclusive ones behind the counter, and you're like, do you have this, do you have that? And then they're like, yeah, or like they're like, no. Yeah, I was really stressed because this was my first time ever participating. I didn't think it was gonna go well. And I was just nervous because I didn't know it was gonna happen, but it was fine. It was really fun actually. I got a sandwich before. Also, this is the shirt that I showed in my previous video. Just a fun little fact. And then back to the records. Another one I wanted like really badly was like It's the Easter Beagle Charlie Brown. It was like, you know, Easter Charlie Brown music, and it was on like a 10-inch like egg-shaped vinyl. How cool is that? That's so sick. They had like 5 different colors, and you didn't know which one you were gonna get. They're like 5 different pastel colors, and you didn't know which one you were gonna get. This one had like 4,300 copies, which is, it's more than Wicked, you know, it's like more, but I guess it wasn't enough. I did not get that, and I'm so sad about it because that was so cool. I wanted it so bad. They also had these like posters, and it was like, take one if you want, because again, like we were like pretty late in line, so we would like watch everyone come out. So they also had tote bags, but those went out like really fast. Like those were gone really fast. And they had these like Snoopy posters. They were green, but those also went really fast. Like by the time we got to the counter, they had other posters for like a band, I think, but they didn't have the Snoopy ones. And then this one was just like, it'd be cool to have, was jazz impressions of a boy named Charlie Brown, which is, I think it's just like alternate takes from the like original. This one had 3,000 copies, and I guess it was like not as popular as the Easter one. And yeah, that was just like, it'd be cool to have because I like Charlie Brown. So now let's give the haul. The first one that I got was Fortnite, the Fortnite 7-inch by Taylor featuring Post Malone. I just want to say, I tried to film this video yesterday because yesterday was record store day, but I was like in a rush because I had to go somewhere, and I think everything in that recording was out to get me. Like it was just a mess. It was terrible. I don't know why, like it didn't say that there was a limited number, so I assumed there wasn't, and there is a bird. I cannot catch a break. Can you shut up, please? No. Charlie Brown, I think that's what it was called. And impressions of, stop it, please. I can't catch a break with this recording. Was, okay. I have to go like do something. Like I actually like need to leave right now and I'm not even ready. So it's a day later and I'm re-recording this part. I couldn't like think because I was like rushing because I really had to leave, and I was just like, I gotta film really fast. So I like didn't say half the things I wanted to say. So anyway, it's got the like head paper shot from the music video, them in the middle, and this is the back. They have, it's like the same photo shoot as the CD single, but it's like different pictures. I think. I do not remember what that picture looks like. Yeah, it's them, and it says, I love you, it's ruining my life. And the file name is Fortnite, from the desk of Taylor Swift. They didn't say how many there were, so. The inside, it looks like the dress from Tour. The Torture Pro dress, I love you, it's ruining my life, all over. God, I miss the Eras Tour. I miss it so bad. And then the vinyl is really pretty. It's this like white vinyl. Side A is just Fortnite, and side B is the Blondish remix, which I have not listened to yet. Taylor actually doesn't have that many 7 inches. I think I counted. She has like, this is like her 14th, which I think is kind of funny because that's like the amount of days in a fortnight. She hasn't done one since like Folklore era. Yeah, she did like, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. She did 5 for debut, and then she took a really long break. She did 5 for Me. She did like 3 for Folklore, and then this is her 14th. And then the other one off my list that I got is Jazz Impressions of a Boy Named Charlie Brown by the Vince Guaraldi. You guys know I'm so bad at pronunciation. Trio. So we got Linus on the cello, Charlie Brown on the guitar, Snoopy is just dancing it up. Our alternate takes, Schroeder in green, I don't know who this guy is, Lucy in purple. This is the back. It gives a lot of info, like a whole life story. I think it actually is. This is the track list. It's just a bunch of like alternate takes. That's what the whole thing is. This vinyl is so pretty. It just comes on like in a basic sleeve, but oh my god, like I opened this, I was like, I forgot what color this is. It says it's a sky blue. I completely forgot what color it said. I just opened it, I was like, holy shit, that's so pretty. Like this is like such a gorgeous, like rich shade of blue. I love it. I love it so much. It's just like the prettiest. It's holy. This is actually like the prettiest color. I'm still mourning that egg one. I wanted that so bad. It's just so fun. And then we also got my sister, the Leve, A Night at the Symphony, she was gonna come, and then like I don't know what happened. She just didn't. But my mom saw it, and so we got it for her anyway. And then my mom was like, because you had to walk around the whole store to get to the counter, and all of the used vinyls were 20% off. So my mom was like, you should just get, like, if you see something else, you should just get it just in case, you know, so we don't leave empty-handed. And I was like, okay. So they had the Target edition of Guts. That's the track list. My cat was begging to come in, so he is just gonna walk around and probably make a lot of noise and be trouble. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I talked about in my record collection video that I don't have Guts on vinyl for some reason, because I love Guts so much. I have it on CD actually with this cover. But yeah, this is on sale. It was only like $16 because it was like 20% off. The Olivia Rodrigo candles, like the tour. Not going to the tour is like one of my biggest regrets. I tried so hard. I tried for our date. I was on vacation, and then she was where we were, like she was performing there, and I tried to go there too. Like I tried so hard, and I just like couldn't go. And it is one of the, like, I just think about it so often. It's like, ah! So it has a poster of like her photo shoot in the bathtub. Olivia Rodrigo is so pretty. She's just gorgeous. And then this is the sleeve that the vinyl was originally in. And it's got some like lyrics in the back. And then here's a note from Olivia and some credits here and more lyrics. This originally came in a sleeve, like an outer sleeve and then an inner sleeve. You guys know I don't sleeve my vinyls. I don't know, I don't want to. But yeah, this came in an outer and inner sleeve, and I was like, it's already in there, I guess I'll just keep it in there. Could not get it back in the outer sleeve. Like, it was ripping on both sides. It was a mess. Just would not go back on. I was like, okay, I guess it's not staying. But the inner sleeve was fine, so I decided to keep it. So we have the lips. And so this is the Target Magenta pressing, which is so pretty. I don't know who's calling this magenta though, because this is purple. When you hold it up in the sun, I guess it's magenta, but like, guys, come on. This is purple, but it's a very pretty purple. This is actually like impossible to get back in. You know what? I think that's a trick. I think whenever I'm filming and I can't get a record back in, I just have to say that. And it just goes in fine, so I look crazy. So that was everything that I got on record store day. It was a pretty successful haul, I think. And then now I'm just going to show you my updated collection, things I've gotten in between that I have not shown you, because it's been exactly 2 months and 2 days since I filmed my first ever YouTube video, which is so fun. So I do have more. Actually, like, most of this I already did show you, but I don't care. I did have these in my last video, my birthday haul, but I'm going to show them again because, like, I want to. The Yours Truly 10th anniversary. Shiny back. It's just reflecting everywhere. Shiny middle. This is one of my ISOs in search ofs. I have wanted this for, like, actually, like, 2 years, ever since it got announced. I was like, amazing, I need that. And it is the Yours Truly picture disc. It's so cool. I love that so much. This is my first picture disc in my collection. I'm kind of just restating what I said last video, but I don't care. So, just a silhouette of her, doily, and it's got Ariana Grande. Yours Truly is one of my favorite albums from her. It's so underrated. It's so good. I loved everything she did for the 10th anniversary I was living for it. And then the next one is My Everything, 10th anniversary as well. Lots of birthdays here. If you didn't hear my last video, like I asked for the My Everything picture disc and then that's not what I got. So I'm still looking for that one, but this one's cool too. The Problem Spiral. I have to hold it weird because it just keeps trying to fall out. It's the track list and the credits for side 1, side 2. And you know what? I gave her a lot of shit for it, but it's a really pretty color. It's pink, it's got Ari, same color, same picture both sides. But it's just like, it's a really nice pink. I really like this. This and the Jazz Impressions, it kind of reminds me of Lover. Especially this color, this really reminds me of Lover. And then we have, yeah, track list, credits, Ariana. Did I show you the other one? I don't remember. The pink again. This one actually is impossible to get in if you don't take it all the way out. I got 2 7-inches as well. First one is We Can't Be Friends and The Boy Is Mine. So We Can't Be Friends, this, again, was such a good music video. The short film was like, spectacular. The short film was so good. And you know what? Brighter Days Inc. And the B-side is the string version. And it's on a fully clear vinyl, which is so cool. You guys know I love a clear vinyl. And then we have The Boy Is Mine. And the B-side is the acapella. It's also clear, so I'm not gonna bring it out. From my memory, the only 7-inch I'm missing is Yes And I didn't get that one because like these ones, you know, they have the string version and the acapella, and Yes And just has like 2 sides of Yes And. So again, that would be cool to have. Finish the collection, but I'm not too worried about it. It is a different day. I realized I just like completely forgot one of them. So yeah, I really don't know how I missed it, but I'm gonna show that now. Also, the sun is back. So the one that I missed is Eternal Sunshine Deluxe. This is the blue cover. There was this blue one and the white one, which is pretty much this. I like the vinyl for this one more, which is why I got this one, but if I could get the other one too, that'd be cool because I like that cover more. So this one, I actually think it's interesting because this one has the remixes too. It has Yes And with Mariah, Supernatural, Troy, and The Boy Is Mine with Brandy and Monica, which online the deluxe does not. So I think that is interesting. And yeah, the blue cover. Her in the gatefold. Okay. There is another booklet here, like with the normal Eternal Sunshine. It has the Brighter Days Inc. from the music video that was in, where was it? Universal. Just her more blue. This one has no pictures, it's just lyrics. Twilight Zone room, which I'm really sure that this is the same room as that one scene in We Can't Be Friends, which is definitely on purpose because like that whole house is from We Can't Be Friends. But it's also a reference to the Eternal Sunshine movie when it floods at the end. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. I watched it a little bit ago for the first time and it was like kind of confusing at the start, but it was pretty good. That's the same cover, more lyrics, but this one's blue this time. And then same room, this is from Supernatural, where she's levitating. This one is the same scene where she's walking to Supernatural, I think it was Supernatural or Twilight Zone. Here's her again. I think it's just on that same bed, and again her walking through like the wreckage. And there are some credits here and a thank you. And then this is the back. It's just like a picture of her outfit from when she got like revived. Now this is the reason that I got this one and not the white one, because the vinyl is so pretty. It comes in a black case. Like, oh, it is such a stunning blue. Oh, that is so pretty, and it's like marbled. It is just the prettiest blue. Like, holy, that's so pretty. It's just stunning. It's so beautiful. But yeah, that is Eternal Sunshine Deluxe. I really have no idea how I forgot that, but anyway, that's all for this one. And then this one is completely new. So exciting. This one is Depression Cherry by Beach House. I'm sorry about the fingerprints. That's so ew. It's like shiny. It's got this like holographic title. And then the back is just more holographic, and it's just the track list. So it's very minimalistic. You guys, I don't know, if you haven't heard this album, you've probably heard Space Song. It was really popular in like, when was it? 2022? 3? 1? On TikTok. So it's got like a rose and another rose. I got this at Barnes & Noble, and I kept seeing it, and the only song I knew from this was Space Song. I listen to it now. But I kept seeing it at Barnes & Noble every time I went, which like wasn't very often, but every time I did go, I saw it and I was like, I want you so bad. But I hadn't listened to the album, so then I listened to the album, and I listened to a couple of their other albums, and then we went back, and at first I thought it was gone. I was like, no! But they had it. So we have acquired it, and it is this. I have not looked at this in a while. This is so pretty. This like marbled, it kind of looks like the Anthology one where it's like almost like sand. It's this white and like silvery marble. It is so pretty. I love it. When we were at Record Store Day and I was like looking through all the other records, I recently just listened to AM by Arctic Monkeys, because I've heard like I heard like Do I Want to Know, #1 Party Anthem, Why'd You Wanna Call Me When You're High, and I Want to Be Yours. Like those were all trending at some point. I was like, okay, there's this many, like I'm just gonna listen to it. And holy banger, oh my god, it was an incredible album. I would recommend everybody listen to it, because like holy shit, it's so good. My favorite ones, when I first listened to it, was Snap Out of It. Holy banger, I can't stop saying it. I still really love that one, but now I'm really into Arabella. Like those are so good. The whole album is good. Whole album is just banger. So we get to like the A section, and I'm like looking through, and I swear they had every other album except AM, and I was like, oh, okay, no, that's fine. So I really want to get that, because like holy banger, those are so good. Yeah, that's my updated record collection, and it was a lot of fun. Like it was like I don't do much. This is pretty much my only hobby. I really don't leave my house very much. It was nice to just get out and, you know, be in the cold and freeze my ass off. It was just, I don't know, it was like a sense of community. I didn't even know that many people lived in my town, so, that like cared about records, so that was fun. It was a nice experience. I called them beforehand. I was so nervous. I called them before. I'm so bad at calling people, and I was like, hi, I just had some questions about Record Store Day, and I don't think the guy knew much about Record Store Day either, which isn't his fault. I just don't think he's like worked it. And I was like, yeah, how many did you get of the Fortnite 7-inch and the Wicked soundtrack? He was like, let me go check. I was like waiting on hold. I was like, oh my god, when did I do this? And then he got back to me and he was like, yeah, I didn't see those. And I was like, oh, that's fine, okay. And I also asked him like, what time do people normally line up? And he was like, I honestly have no idea. I was like, okay, thanks, bye. And he called me back and he was like, oh, I asked my boss. It was like 9. I was like, okay. I was gonna go at that time anyway. But they did have a lot of Fortnite, actually. I mean, we were pretty late in line and they still had a good haul. Like, cause we could see over the counter, and we were like, oh, there's Fortnite, they have it. Nice. Someone in line like made fun of me. Like, I was like, do you have the Taylor, cause you had to like tell them which ones you wanted, and then they would like go and like get it. And so I was like, do you have the Taylor Swift? And then some guy like really close, like literally it goes around a corner and then there's the counter. So the guy like literally around the corner, he goes, "I need my Taylor Swift," like to his friend or something, and I was like, I didn't say anything, but like, what the fuck is your problem? What did I do to you? Like, what did I do to you just by like wanting a record? Like, we're in the same boat, like we're on the same side. It was just so, I don't know, it was really bizarre. My last video, my birthday haul, took like forever to upload for some reason. It took like 12 hours. And so I was just constantly looking at it because like I wasn't doing anything else. I'm just like, oh my god, can this just upload and can I be done with it already? And then while I was doing that, like my April to be crocheted video like randomly like blew up. It's at like 16 views now, which first of all is like the most I've ever gotten. So if you watch that video and now you're watching this, thank you so much. Like, wow, like it was so exciting seeing just like it randomly get a bunch of views for some reason. I was like, what the heck? But also on that video I got my first like and my first subscriber. I started doing this because I just needed something to do. I always wanted to do YouTube. I was like, I might as well. I don't do anything. The fact that like someone, like people take time out of their day to watch like a couple seconds of my videos is just so amazing. And the fact that somebody liked it enough that I assume it was the same person, that they liked it and then they also subscribed. Like that is just the best. It's just, I'm so happy right now. If you're watching this, hi, thank you so much. I'm so grateful that you are here. It's just been nice just seeing, you know, when you see your work pay off, even just like a little bit. It's really great. Thank you so much for all of that. If you watch this video, thank you so much for watching. I'm not gonna count down this time because I don't feel like it, but if you want to comment, I would love to hear it. I guess I've never said this before in a video, but like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You don't need to do any of that, but you know, if you want to, you can like and subscribe and leave a comment. Bye.